G'day, in this video I'm going to show you how to make sure you can use your range of motion through some kettlebell work. Now, in my phase 1 video, which you may have seen, I showed how we could use a kettlebell to create some isometric load and improve our range of motion. It's important we know how to use our range of motion, and our brain and nervous system, etc. understands how to use that, otherwise we just get good at the stretch or the exercise. So, very simply, we could now bring the other exercise we did into a more dynamic component. So we could look to come down, drop the kettlebell. As I turn my chest towards you, I'm going to get lateral hamstring. I'm also going to anterior tilt my pelvis as I do so, getting a lot of tension here. I could look just to go, I could even go 2 kettlebells, which I'll do. And I could look to just load anteriorly tilting, coming up and down. Or I could look to just have the kettlebell on the inside here. I'm going to flatten out my back foot, and I'm going to now open my chest in this direction. And now I'm getting more medial hamstring. So we could just simply progress that previous exercise, or we can now bring some variable isometrics into play. Isometrics themselves have a range of around 30 degrees that they work over. So bringing in something where we can look to have tension across maybe 3 kind of angles throughout the I guess knee and hip flexion is going to allow us to get the full range of motion through the hamstring, and also give us our strength benefits as well. So we could look on a step here, and I'm going to look to drop a little bit, pause for 10 seconds, drop a little bit more, pause for 10 seconds, drop with toe just on the ground, pause for 10 seconds. Now, we could just come in one plane here as we did then, or we could take advantage of, making sure we're working through 3 planes of motion, as well as addressing all of our hamstring muscles. So again, we could have some orientation off, tilting towards you, pausing at those different spots. I could hold the kettlebell in each hand. You might need some support with your rear leg, but that's just one idea of doing it. You don't necessarily need a step. You could do the same thing on the ground. If we wanted to also look to get more distal loading, so insertion of hamstring, we could do similar things with a straight leg. And now we could even round our back to do that, because we can take the anterior tilt out so we get more loading at the back of the knee. So that's just some ideas around using the kettlebell to get some dynamic loading and improving our use of our new range of motion that we got from our phase 1 strategies. In the next one, I will show you some eccentric components that we can look at to improve the muscle composition and improve our long-term range of motion. I'll see you then.